Hey guys, welcome back to Rack City. I'm Johnny.
I'm Rose.
Nikki.
And what show is this?
This is To Your Eternity, episode 17.
Yes.
Wow. Last time we left off, we're fighting knockers. We're accosting a kahaku.
And we have our three immortal friends now.
Yes, who have very little regard for death now.
Yeah,
Yes.
But very uncomfortable.
but fun times are coming to an end.
Yeah.
Because Machi has made her marquee.
Yes.
And we're gonna find her, and then we're gonna find out the truth. And then everyone will hate Bon, except, well, really everyone is just Fushi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I'm
Fushi
pretty
remembers.
sure the other guys might have some idea that's...
Yeah, they know to some extent.
Oh, yeah.
And they're not gonna like say, well, I didn't know everything. They're gonna be like the type, like, yeah, we knew everything.
But maybe we'll figure out what they'll say in this episode, guys. Remember to hit the like button, remember to hit the subscribe button. Also check out the Patreon in the description to see these episodes a whole week early, as well as the uncut version of these episodes, and also check out the description to see the link to our merch store. Let's get right into the show. Discussion! Oh.
My gosh.
Yeah, I mean, what can March do here? Like, what can anybody except for Kohaku, like, through willpower pull away?
I think the only thing March can do is give Fushi excitement and strength that she's alive. Mm-hmm. And then he'll
Give him the will to live.
Yeah, more will to live. Because right now he just wants everything to be done. Mm-hmm. And he's kind of out of the mental energies to keep going. Mm-hmm. So...
Yeah, and I mean, the left arm we knew from day one.
Yeah, they had a plan.
It was with the girl said, be nice to Fushi.
Yep.
Get close.
Mm-hmm. And it's gotten strong. Like stretched out human skin to the max.
Oh,
and
yeah.
all three of the others that could have like helped in some way are dead.
Yeah, just bodied him instantly.
Yeah, and Fushi didn't bring them back, so...
I'm surprised how quickly and efficiently he killed everybody, but I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, especially if it was like half a surprise attack. I don't know if it... Do you think they attacked him first or the arm just went for it?
No, I think they attacked.
I think they attacked.
Because he was instigating it.
Yeah.
Or he was instigating it. His mind is totally taken over.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No way he would be, like, knowing exactly what happened to each of them and poking them with it.
Mm-hmm.
Unless Knocker found out from the others what was happening.
It's true.
But she was just like wondering what Bond's keeping from him. He knew that there had to be something that's going on.
Yeah.
What do you think about Bond's answer? He's kind of just trying to keep things off of Fushi's mind.
For now, I agree with it. Because he already has a lot he's thinking about at the moment. If he starts trying to bring back everybody who dies like immediately, it's game over.
Yeah.
He won't be able to do that.
Nope.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But in general, I don't know. No, I don't. It's kind of hard to say yay or nay because Fushi is already on this I want to save everybody path, and now he has the literal cure to death. How would he not just be on an ever crusade to just
know everybody, or just know everybody so they can bring them back
infinitely?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think a part of it that bothers me is because I feel like Fushi, he's feeling like Fushi isn't reasonable. Like he could say, just wait till after battle. They waited hundreds of years, like a couple extra days isn't the worst thing in the world. But also explaining the limitations of there's some people that can't come back. There will still be that pressure of we need to keep everybody alive, you know? But he doesn't know who can come back or not. Because I see with Alme, despite the fact that she seemingly wanted to stay with Messar, she still passed on. So there are stipulations there, like you have to be firm believer, like no, whatever happens I need to stay around because remember you're in like a trance when you die to pass on.
Yeah There has to be some much stronger reason. Like she was ready to kill herself, she was ready to end her own life. So she had made her decision that okay, I've taken over Ryan Knocker, I'm done.
I wonder what happened. Like maybe it was when she was outside because we saw the flyers later.
Yeah,
probably. She probably went out there to be alone, and then something got her.
Yeah.
And I mean, plus even without that, she just learned that her and Messar were siblings. Which I mean, Messar didn't say anything. That's his fault. But yeah, he knew the whole time, so he didn't say anything either.
Well, I don't know.
It was a royal secret.
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly him.
Mostly him. Yeah.
He was the last one, probably.
I actually didn't. I thought they mentioned at one point that she also had another brother.
Did they?
I might be conflating them with some other show that I watched at the same day. I don't know.
I don't recall either.
But yeah. But the king is dead. Long live the king.
Mm-hmm.
Messer is the only one left.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sure, I guess. I don't see he'd actually stay here because he's got the whole Fushi thing going on. Plus, now he doesn't have Alme. Maybe doesn't want this kingdom to fall apart, he'll stay. But I imagine there probably are other people in succession somewhere along the lines.
Yeah.
And I was thinking when he died, I was thinking the same thing. When Messer died from the attack, because he wasn't fighting, I was like, there's a large chance that he doesn't come back. But he still came back, which I think might be slightly plot. Because if you're in a trance in the other world, if he sees Alme in the other world, he's not coming back.
Well, it seems like sometimes something triggers somebody to think, wait, this isn't reality. So maybe him seeing Alame
would trigger him to like, oh, wait a minute, you're dead.
You're not supposed. Yeah, you just died.
Which means I'm dead.
Yes.
Okay,
and
that
then
could
he
be
pops back into existence.
Or what if the first time you reject passing on, it doesn't happen again every time?
Remember? I thought about that, but then I'd be like, there'd be literally no way for any of these other guys to have like a happy ending. They're just gonna be on the earth somewhere, Fushi or not.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I think that's the case. I don't see why some of these other people would still be hanging around. Like they said, the people that were with Bond was like, at first we had no reason, but now we're here for you. But it's like they never really sounded like there's another option for passing on. Like I feel like they would have brought it up. Like you have unfinished business, but you're a ghost. You can't interact with the world. How do you finish your business? You know?
But I remember we saw the little boy Chabo's mom. Remember? Blonde could see her just hanging around with him.
Yeah.
So she never passed on. I think she ended up. When did she pass on? I think she eventually did, didn't she?
We just never saw.
We just never saw her again.
Bond's perspective that way again.
Oh, okay, but I feel like she would have. She'd be like, okay, he's happy now. I'll go.
Yeah, I feel like she would have, but I just I want to see it. I really feel like hasn't been a whole. They've definitely showed us the first time you die. There's a choice, but we haven't seen after that. That's what I'm looking for. Sure.
Yeah. But also we see what's his name, Hyro. Hyro lets the thief go.
Yeah, and then he ends up killing
Tasset's
son. Ugh, so sad. Yeah. We didn't actually see. I expected more of a reaction.
He's like
the whole situation with Tasset.
Yeah, she just watched both of her sons die in front of her.
Yeah.
And she now has to live with that until she figures out that he's still alive.
Yeah. And even Tasset, not Tasset, Hyro's reaction to Tasset was almost trying to hug with it. No, don't touch me because I'm dying. Yeah. But he seemed very cold, like the whole thing, the whole situation.
Although he is cold in general.
True. So I'm wondering, it could just be his personality or just the fact that he's constantly dying and coming back alive, that he's just getting colder and colder.
Maybe.
Yeah. Did Tasset know that Hyro was Hyro?
Yeah. I think so, because she was going to hug him.
Oh, she was?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it just... Okay. That whole situation, it just feels like some things are getting breezed by faster than others.
Yeah.
The Alme situation felt like they really had to give that attention. But it's weird. At first, it kind of felt stretched out. Like, a lot of the plot felt stretched out. But then small things like that feel like it's rushed. Like, this whole March thing is very weird. Like, where did March go? Why did she finally find her at the very end? Like, maybe someone told her that's where the old man's house was or something. But she kicked that door open like she knew what was going on.
Exactly. It's like, stop right there! I was waiting for you to do your move!
Yeah.
Basically. Maybe she was looking through the window, like, waiting for a moment to come. It's like, oh, who's he talking to? Should I go in now? You know,
nervous,
and then she sees what happens, and then she breaks through the door. Maybe that happened.
Possible, quite possible.
Get some flashback.
Maybe, but Kahaku is full crazy.
Yeah, and
comes in covered in Kai's blood after their little argument.
Yeah, and he even says maybe my left arm angered them. The way that is basically your left arm is talking, and he said it in a way that basically the left arm was talking through him. Yeah. So I think at that moment that was Kohaku,
when he
came down, stumbling in, yeah. And up until a certain point when he was talking to Fushi, that was, and then when he started getting all, that was definitely Knocker seeping in. So Knocker was working on a giant experiment for hundreds of years of like hacking the brain, basically, and he eventually made it to hack the brain.
Yes, that Knocker needs to die. It needed to die a very long time ago.
So apparently, I imagine it was working with others, but I like to also think that perhaps it really was lying to other Knockers sometimes. Like this is just its super secret mission.
It's like it's quadruple agent to itself.
Well, maybe it made that decision recently because remember it was writing and it was saying it's scared. Because it has nothing. It can't go back to the Knockers, and then not once this kid dies, he has nothing. Yeah,
I'm thinking a lot of things could happen because we don't see the conversations for the Knockers, right? We just hear about it through Left Arm. So I'm thinking the Left Arm could, in his ambivalence, kind of the others are talking to him. It's like, you traitor, you this, you that, and then maybe he's like, no, I have a plan still. I can do this. I can be a brother, you know. And then he comes up with the way to hack into Kohaku's brain, and then he pounces.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Yeah, because there was that incident where he's like, "Don't go to 9th Ward." 8th
right.
Ward.
That was the total like hint, and everybody else picks it up except Fushi.
Everybody who needed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once everyone's back and Haru just starts, picking the fight with everyone in that room. I imagine.
Who did
I say?
Hiro?
No, I'm talking about the left arm guy,
Kohaku, yeah. He starts picking a fight,
once that went down, I imagine the left arm would just like, finally it's happened. Everyone's in the same room at the same time. Fushi's so tired he doesn't care. There's people killing each other upstairs. Which Fushi is just a repeat of what we saw a couple episodes ago where he was mentally exhausted.
Yeah.
I wonder what that is. I mean, you mentioned the whole strength training stuff or whatever, but is it? Part of me is wondering if he has to let go of humanity in order to become like the black thing. Maybe it's because he's caring so much that he's getting exhausted. If he doesn't care, maybe it won't hurt.
That's a possibility. Maybe that is his like point of enlightenment when he's able to let go of everybody's pains and suffering and kind of transcend humanity. Then he will himself transcend. And more on Fushi though. In conversation with Bon, he finally goes to say something to Bon, and Bon is like, I can't tell you.
And you're keeping something from me.
And then he has the most enigmatic face, and Bon notices like something's weird, and of course Kohaku notices, but I don't know what the face means.
I think they explained it at the end. He wants to die.
Oh, he wants to end.
At least wants it to end.
I think he's just too tired to deal with it.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just like, you know what, whatever, I don't even care anymore.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, because even when he respawned the boys, he just respawned them back home. He just wants it to just not. He wants everything to not. And he needs a break.
Yeah. That's quite possible. But yeah, Mommy's back. And what's his mama gonna do? That face though, March's crying face at the end there. Mommy's here. I loved it. It was so touching.
It was nice, but I was also annoyed a little bit.
Yeah, why is she there? Type of drawing, or
no? It took so long to get here.
Yeah,
part of it is just like, you took so long for this, and you're gonna end on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
I don't know. I get why they did it. It's just it's been so long.
Yeah.
It's like, where did she come from? Why now? Why this? Why this?
Yeah. I hope they give an explanation a little bit, at least how she just burst through the door, or where she was. Like, was she searching or just waiting for her moment? I don't know.
I would assume she was searching.
Just putting handprints everywhere.
Yeah. Just follow the handprints. Maybe because maybe she expected Fushi to follow the handprints, but Fushi just was like, let me test this thing. Oh, it doesn't work.
We also don't know how large Renril is, how long it would have taken her to make her way there.
True.
Because he's like in a waterfall, like at the back
edge
of the city.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole day she just with the tiny legs.
Handprints everywhere. Bond's just gonna come in to see like blood everywhere.
Yeah. And not even that. Where's Fushi? Because is Fushi surviving this? He's seeing what's her name? March, at least. So my guess is March gives him some revitalization of energy, and he tries to fight his way out of death that is ensuing. Or Black Master comes in and is like, nah, you're not gonna end my toil and labor.
Yeah.
Or I don't know.
Maybe he becomes iron.
Becomes iron in there?
Because he hasn't been able to retain his consciousness while inanimate.
That's true. And he's kind of losing all of his people right now.
He still has rock. Still has rock.
Yeah, they can't kill Fushi. Like Master said as much. It's like even if he goes back to the rock form,
he'll just start over.
Yeah, he probably won't care about the connections he had through like another part of the country, but he's been fine.
Yeah, that's true.
I did just realize that in order for him to get any of his forms back, he will have to kill that knocker.
Yeah.
That knocker specifically. We also don't know how rooted it is in Kohaku.
I'm guessing Kohaku's dead.
Yeah.
To kill the knocker, because the knocker is probably lodged itself in a vital place that it can only kill him to get him.
Yeah.
And it's super fast, right? So it can just move in the body till they get it.
Yeah, it's very leveled up.
Yes.
That's all I got.
Yeah, maybe we'll figure out what about killing the knocker in the next episode, guys. Remember to hit the like button. Remember to hit the subscribe button. Also check out the Patreon in the description to see these episodes a whole week early, as well as the uncut version of these episodes. And also check out the description to see the link to our merch store. We'll see you guys in the city.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, bye.
Special thanks to our patrons: Alexander Dietz, Crows VA, James Lee, Q-Book, and Luis Rivero.